What is up, friends? Hey, happy Friday. This work week is just about over. We almost got it done. Maybe you're watching it on this weekend and you are already done. But hey, I wanted to talk to you real quick this morning about how our week started off. Our family, we started back to school this week, and so it's a little tough kind of getting in that groove, and we'll talk a little bit more about that in just a minute. But hey, I stopped at this little park this morning, and this little cat came up, and he wanted to be in my video. Super friendly, not a great big cat person, but he seems all right. We're gonna talk about our week in just a minute, but how was your week? Was it all right? Did you start back to school this week, or maybe just a little hectic getting back in the routine? Let me know down in the comments below. Go ahead and pause the video right now, leave me a comment, and then come back. I'm gonna go get coffee for me, and I gotta stop at the store and get some K-Cups for the office, and then we'll pick this up after that. So see you in a minute. Hey, coffee. Like I was saying earlier, we started school Tuesday, and man, Tuesday morning could not have gone any better. Kids popped right up out of bed, cooked breakfast for everybody, and Benita and I got out the door, got everybody where they were supposed to be, early maybe, on time for the most part, and man, it was a great morning. It was a great morning back. Wednesday, however, not so great. So, Tuesday night, everybody was really tired. I had stuff to do after work and then had a meeting. Got home, everybody was just kind of getting in bed. And then Wednesday morning rolls around and everybody was absolutely exhausted. None of us wanted to get up. I totally missed my alarm, overslept by a lot. Everybody was up, but kind of growling at each other, and it was not a good morning. I know the kids kind of got yelled at a couple times, and it was, everybody got where they needed to be, but it was pretty close as far as time. Everybody, I think, was kind of frustrated. There was not breakfast made. Everybody got Pop-Tarts or granola bars or kind of whatever they could find. So Wednesday was so much tougher than Tuesday, and it's amazing the difference that a day can make. It's amazing, you could look at that first day and everything was perfect, and then the next day nothing went right at all. And man, it's just been a long week. Thursday was a little bit better, but not quite as much growling, but everybody's still really tired, really dragging. So I'm hoping we're kind of getting back into the routine, and next week will be much better. But it really got me thinking that I hate it when I'm that way. Like, I have one attitude one day and a totally different one the next. And I hate just kind of getting upset at the drop of a hat flying off the handle and stuff like that. But it just happens. It happens to all of us. We all have bad days. But that really got me thinking, aren't you glad that God doesn't have bad days and that God doesn't react like we do sometimes? I'm so thankful that God is full of love and grace and mercy, and that those things never end, right? God's not gonna just get upset with me and fly off the handle and chew me out, whether I deserve it or not. He's just not gonna do that. God is just, and God is faithful, and His mercies are new every single day. As a parent, as an individual, as a husband, I wanna be that way. I wanna show mercy better to the people around me. I wanna love people better. There's several scriptures that I want to share with you today, hopefully to encourage you. And the first one is Numbers 23:19. And basically this talks about that, God is not a human. He's not like us, that He would change His mind, or that He would say something and then not follow through with it. That He doesn't promise something and then not fulfill it. As humans, as parents, sometimes that's what we do. We say one thing and our kids call us on it, and sometimes we just blast them for it, right? But God's not that way. Anything God says is going to be true. He's going to hold to that. The second scripture that I wanted to share with you is Hebrews 13:8, and that Jesus Christ is the same yesterday, today, and forever. So our life and our attitude and whatever may change from day to day, sometimes from hour to hour or situation to situation, but Christ, God, is never going to change. He's going to be the same as he was yesterday and today and every day until he comes back for us. And man, that is a great thing to know that. Psalm 36, give thanks to the Lord, for he is good. His love endures forever. To him who alone does great wonders, his love endures forever. When Benita or I get upset at our kids, or we get upset at each other, our love doesn't change, but how we show that love may change temporarily because we're frustrated or we're upset, and our love remains the same. But we just, you know how that goes. But the love of God never changes, and because his love never changes, and love is who he is, it is part of his character, part of his nature, then his attitude and his actions and all those things are always out of love. And that's hard for us to really wrap our brain around. But that's who God is, and his love endures forever. And the last verse is James 1:17, and it says, whatever is good and perfect is a gift coming down to us from God our Father, who created all the lights in heaven. He never changes or casts a shifting shadow. God never changes. Those verses are really more about our faith, and about trusting God that he is good and that he loves us. And he does not change. He does not shift like shadows or like shifting sand. God is our rock. He is our everything. And so I don't know what your first week was like, going back to school or whatever, but man, aren't you glad that God doesn't change? Aren't you glad that one day God's not one way and then he changes things up the next day? Man, I'm thankful for his love and for his grace and for his mercy. So I just want to encourage you this week to know that, to trust in God, that he is everything that he says he's going to be in Scripture, and that will never, ever change. Hey, as always, thank you so much for watching and sticking around to the end. If you liked it, like it for me. Make sure you subscribe to become part of our crew. Hit the notification bell so that you will know every time I drop a video, which now in 2019 are every Tuesday and every Friday. So make sure you hit that so you get a message and an alert so that you know. And then also, if you did not leave a comment earlier, make sure you go down and leave me a comment. Just say hey, or if you want to just tell me a little bit about your week, something good, something bad, or even just rate your week 1 to 4. 1 being terrible or 4 being fantastic. Just let me know how your week was. And so working on building this community and just interacting with you guys. So leave me a comment and I will respond to you. All right? Hey, I hope you have a great weekend and a great next week. And just remember, no matter what happens with work, with school, with your family, God's love never changes. His love endures forever. And Jesus is the same yesterday, today, and tomorrow. So until the next video, walk humbly. No, don't come up here. No. This neighborhood cat is very friendly.